Hey guys, this is Ivan with Overlooked DNT, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make a fully automatic pumpkin and melon farm. Bam. Alright, so it is right over here. Alright, so this is the setup itself. Alright, this is where they grow onto. These are the stems. Underneath these are sticky pistons here. You need a transparent block above the stems, otherwise it won't grow. And yeah, these are bud switches, basically 2-in-1 bud switch. Now that I saw my friend Feeqs video on bud switches, I know exactly what to do to condense these things apparently. So be sure to check out his stuff. But yeah, basically the bud switch is obviously not smart enough to know what's happening here or here. But as soon as something happens here or here on the face of them, it'll react, it'll send a signal down to these, there you go. That one grew. So it pushes them up, these go second, it pushes them out. So once again, I'll show you guys. There you go. Alright, so the build itself is not difficult. The wiring, basically, to make it so they don't cross with each other, is just a little bit of a pain. Alright, so what you want to do is give yourself some working room. I kind of laid some of the groundwork here. All you're going to do is go 2 down, and then place sticky pistons facing up. And then a water flow, 1 down, and then same thing on this side. This one's tiny. You can actually put a bunch of sticky pistons like this and make this a lot bigger. I just wanted to condense it to make the video a bit faster. Alright, so we're here. Now we're going to focus on the bud switch. That's the most important thing to make this thing actually fully automatic. So we're going to start with a piston here and here, because this is where they're going to grow. Alright. I'm going to put a torch here and here. Let's give ourselves a little bit more room for now. Alright, so now what's going to happen is we're going to have this signal come up this way. So easiest way to remember it is you put a block down and then a sticky piston next to the actual next to the piston itself. Same thing over here, facing the opposite way, like so, and then block here, and like so. Alright, so all that's going to happen is once you have this little ladder set up, you're going to run this line up, like so. So, like that. Now we're going to close this off from everything else. Alright, so this block here is going to be pretty important, so we're going to use something to let us know that we do not want to break this one. So we'll use netherrack. I will also use one here because we want the torch separated from everything else. Alright, so you see so far, there we go. Now you put one here. Alright, and then one here. And then technically now we have a bud switch. Actually 2 bud switches. Why are you freaking out? Stop it. Alright, and as you can see, this thing is just completely freaked out for no reason. Alright, we'll do that apparently. This one gets freaked out when it does that, so never mind that one. Alright, what we want to do is, knock the block off so that it's extended and these are turned off. You see that? Alright, perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put a line here. This is important. Everything else can be repeaters or you can alternate. But we'll use a line here. Otherwise it'll create a loop from that one to the one with the torch, and we don't want that. So the very first one, redstone, and then again you can alternate if you'd like. You can just do that, but we'll just use these. They're simpler right now for the example itself. Alright, now we're gonna put our melons and our pumpkins down. Alright, we're gonna till these ones and put one of each. Alright, there we go. Bud switches are reacting, as you can tell. Alright, now all we gotta do is we're gonna have to run the line going right above here. Hold on, let me get some sticky pistons out again. Alright, they gotta be one above it. Sticky pistons here, here, and here. You can get rid of that one for now. Same thing here. Alright, and we'll get a transparent block. You can use glowstone. Anything that qualifies as a transparent block will work. I mean, you can use other pistons if you like. Stairs, whatever, floats your boat. Alright, awesome. Now, what we want to do is get this line. This is our output. We're going to get this line to run up here to make these work. Alright, all we're doing is just a little staircase dealy. Nothing too major. Alright, sometimes if it gets like a one tick pulse for some reason, it'll glitch the block out, but at this point we should be fine. Alright, now the tricky part is getting this line, this output right here, to go down there and play with the pistons. So we'll do that. It's not so hard. Basically it's just you need the spacing to be able to see. So we'll do this here, break through. We'll use white blocks to be able to tell what's going on a bit better. We'll run it in here. And now we will connect them. Alright, same thing over here. All we're getting is the output, which is right here, to go down. Alright, so on this one we went, what, towards the outside. Alright, that works. And give us some room to see. I'm going to break through this bottom block. Again, just to make it easier to see, we're going to just make these white. Again, it's a butt switch being a butt switch, so don't freak out about the fact that it's just kind of moving about. Half the time it's probably the fact that these stems are doing something. They have like several different little stages of growth, and it reacts to them. Alright, so now it's pretty much done. All we want to do though is, on this one though, I would say let's make it to where it is elevated, so we can put a repeater here and give this one a delay. So this one goes next. I put what, 3 ticks on that. Same thing here. Let's just elevate this one, redstone, and a delay. At this point this should be pretty much good. Let's test it out. Alright, see, here it is. Don't freak out because it went over there. It's just transparent blocks being transparent. But now all you gotta do is cover it up. If you want, you can leave that, block that's gonna mark off what you shouldn't break so the lines don't connect there, maybe just for future reference so that you know not to mess with it. Except for pigs, nothing can really get down there and actually like mess up your crops. But if you do want to play it safe, feel free to use some fencing. We'll go right here. Speaking of which, a pig jumped in that little too high hole down there, and somehow I smacked and he jumped up 2 blocks out. I had not actually seen that before. But yeah, pretty much, now at this point is just waiting for them to grow and, making the little farm your own, pretty much. Let's see. See, the stems are growing, so the butt switches are totally working. But yeah, this is it, guys, pretty much. Let me use some bone meal. Hopefully we can actually see these bad boys grow. And if you don't know about bone meal and these stems, you cannot actually make the item grow. It still has to grow out naturally, but you can expedite the stem growth on it. Now again, if you're not completely familiar with these kind of crops, they need dirt to grow onto. Okay, so if, for example, this is a transparent block, if I didn't have the fence here, they could potentially go this way. So if you want to full-blown avoid it and you don't want to put a fence, then just put a normal block, any other block except grass or dirt, and then they will not grow onto it. So that's completely optional. Again, the fence is just completely optional. But if those blocks, or this fence was not here and this was grass or dirt, bam, they'll grow. They have a chance of growing that way. Alright, so let's kind of stare at our work for a moment. See if we can get this thing to produce for us real quick. Alright, there's one. I'm going to do it with my back to it so it's all dramatic like. Come on, grow. So I can say, alright guys, peace out. And one thing, I do recommend putting the water first. Otherwise, when you hoe the ground, like when you till it, it won't be hydrated, so it has a chance that you have to like beat the dehydration and plant your seed real quick. So if you put your water down, you're pretty much good to go then. Alright, well this one is taking its time. This one I can hear working. Awesome. And at this point, granted, this is a butt switch. So if you want to completely avoid the chance of things kind of flopping around in there, you can encase it so they have nowhere to go. You can't really mess up the butt switch at this point. I mean, unless you like get rid of this line or something like that. But no, that's it. At this point, when they get pushed out, they have nowhere to go. Maybe they can go in this little cubby hole. Maybe they'll fall in here. But again, all you have to do is just pretty much give it no room for it to go. And apparently one grew back here. But awesome guys, that is it for today. I hope you liked the video. Subscribe up top and peace out. Oop, flying. Bam.